Well, good morning. It's Bob Massi, Facebook Live. It's Monday morning. So here's the deal. So sorry, guys. We had a phone, and I got this new 10 phone. I'd like to put a hammer on it. So I put together for me, at least today, it could change tomorrow, my 10 things that drive me crazy. And I want you to tell me if I'm crazy or if you agree or disagree or whatever the hell it may be. So, and a couple of these things have to do with young people, and I love young people, but I got to get off my chest because I'm aggravated. Don't forget, I am an attorney, Massi and Massi. We'll get to that at the end. So number one, could somebody explain to me why young people, particularly on the telephone, talk like a machine gun? Why is it they talk so fast? I can't understand a word they say, or even face to face. They eat their words, they talk too fast. Do you want to know why? Because they email and text everything. And they've lost the ability to articulate in a fashionable, slow, competent way, because it's just hard for them because they have to talk as opposed to text. That's my number one. All right? Number two. How about when you talk to people on the telephone, a vendor that you're calling, and they outsource it to some place in the world, and I can't understand a word they're saying, and I say that respectfully. I mean, the other day they outsourced me on something I was trying to find out, and I said to the woman, I said, ma'am, I mean no disrespect, but I know you could understand me, but I can't understand you, and since I need your service, it's more important that you understand me as opposed to I understand you. That's number two. It's commonplace. It drives me crazy. Number three. This one bothers me a lot. This has to do with lack of respect. When I go to the shopping malls and I see some people that don't respect the elderly, I can't take it. And again, I'm not trying to pick on young people because I love young people. I help young people. I try to help them any way I can. A lot of the times they won't get out of their way. I mean, the elderly people are on a walker and they're walking down the aisle and the young people just walk by. Do you know why? Because they're on their cell phone walking and looking down. And God forbid if they would look up and get out of the way. That's a whole nother issue we'll talk about tomorrow. How about this one? This is really ridiculous. If any of you have Cox or DirecTV, there's 500 stations and there's maybe 2 that I really use or like. It's remarkable to me how many TV station programs are. I've never heard of them in my lifetime. And we're paying for all this every month. So I don't know where they get these TV programs, but let's work on it, if you would. Next, loud music in restaurants. Why? Why is it when you go to restaurants anymore, the music's so loud and you're sitting across from somebody, you have to yell. And then you go out, you end up having tinnitus in your ear, ringing in your ear, and your throat hurts. You have to take lozenges by the time you're leaving the restaurant. I don't get it. Turn down the music. Next. When did tennis shoes start costing $250? When did tennis shoes start $250? How many? I go to this place at the fashion show my grandson told me about. I walked in there, great idea. I mean, it's remarkable to me how much tennis shoes are. And then in order to get the price of the tennis shoes, he takes my phone and does something with it, and then the price of the tennis shoe comes up on my phone. I said, well, isn't there a price tag on the tennis shoe? Of course not. $200 for tennis shoes? I don't get it. Tailgating. The guys that drive the F-150s, no disrespect, guys, love you, love Ford. Too much testosterone, man. You guys are on our ass all the time when you're driving. It's just crazy. How about the people that speed by you going 100 miles an hour and you see them at the next red light? My father used to say, hey, Bob, The guy that passes you up, you'll see him at the next red light. And sure as hell you do. What's the next one I have here? How about roundabouts? Who came up with this genius thing about roundabouts or safety? Roundabout. No, why can't we just have a street where you go up and you want to do, you turn left, you turn right. Now you got these roundabouts, like we're in Europe. Nobody understands how the hell they work. And including in a roundabout thing that drives me nuts is the frickin' blinking yellow light that nobody knows when to turn, and they get head-on collisions because of it. Between the roundabout and the blinking yellow lights, I think they're inherently dangerous. So whatever genius came up with that, let's just go back to straight roads. It's worked for many, many years. Really, the wagon trains worked many, many years with it. All right, last but not least, you cannot start your day out watching the news. You can't. The news is like soap operas. You could turn it on today and not watch one thing for 3 weeks and go right back and they'll be talking about the same thing 3 weeks later. And I'm speaking more of national news. Local news, of course. It's remarkable to me. You can't say the same thing. If there was ever a time in the world, if you wanted to get Webster's dictionary and get the definition of redundancy, right next to that would be cable news. Crazy. So, I had one more, didn't I? There would be 11. It just came up. And I'm done. Share this with everybody. If you think I'm crazy, that's fine. So I just called a place and I needed a service to be rendered. And the lovely lady, who, by the way, I could understand. Can you go to our website and email me the information? I said, no. I'm on the phone. I'm a human being. I'm talking to another human being. Can I just communicate to you? It's been that way 1,000 years, 2,000 years. Can I just communicate to you the address and the zip code and the name and what I need? You would think that I asked somebody to go to China and back. Unbelievable. Those are my 11 pit peeves for Monday morning. I feel so much better. I feel like I just paid a psychiatrist like $500 for like 10 minutes. It's great. Anyway, Massi and Massi, 702-870-1100. We're launching a new website in a couple weeks. Watch it. It's going to be really good. We know what we do over here. We're very service-oriented. We're boutique. You meet with myself, my son Robert. I have a great staff. And love you. Thanks for listening. See you probably maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Goodbye.